What's going on, people? Assalamu alaikum. Always giving you the greetings. I'm going live before I get on this highway. I gotta go out to San Diego this weekend. Take care of some business. Yeah, let's see now. What's going on, people? What's going on with the people? This is a must-have. Juma Kareem, brother. Assalamu alaikum. This is a must-have, and this is a must-have. You gotta have one of these. We train with these like every day. What's going on, Dimitri? Assalamu alaikum, brother. How your brother's day was today? Everybody cool? Oh, for a mailman? One of these, bro. Get you one of these. For a mailman, get you one of these and get you some of this bear spray. Get you some of this, bro. For a mailman, yeah. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah. Happy birthday, Nash. What's going on, William? How you doing? What's up, Jay? What's up, Joseph? How you doing? Oh, video block. Huh? Mm. What'd you say, bro? Let me see. Let me see. You said that the words is backwards. Oh, okay. So the words are backwards. So what about now? You got that? Send you $8. How much send you $8, bro? Oh, the mirror reflection. Let me see. Can I? What about now? All right, all right. You got it. Yeah, you guys get you invest. You got to go to any. I know on Venice and Where's that at? Vince and Motor at that surplus, they sell them over there. Any surplus store should be able to sell them. And get you some like a big can of bear spray or a big can of pepper spray. I use the bear spray because bear spray get a like a crowd of people. You know when you're out here trying to protect yourself from people, there's no rules. There's no rules, man. You know it's nice out here tonight, boy. I'm talking about real nice out here. See, I like it when it be like this out here. You know, I sit here 2 hours around this neighborhood right here. It's very nice around here, bro. So what's going on with you guys? You guys have a good day? You guys go to work or what's going on? What's up, Washington D.C. Cap, Bay Star Magazine? What's up, Linwood? How you doing, brother? Respect. What part of Linwood, bro? you been you been begging for money all day online for your raffle. What kind of raffle you got going on, bro? Oh, that's Bam. What's up, Bam? Hey, Bam. Hey, bro. Hey, Bam. They don't know what it's like. They don't know what it's like being raised in the '80s and '90s, huh? And man, I want to send my condolences to you, brother. I heard about your wife, bro. To buy you a sandwich in the middle of the night. Come on, bro. You have a hey Bam, you have an Instagram? Better yet, get my number from Kev Mac, man. That's what you do. Just get my number from Kev Mac, bro. For you men, y'all get y'all some of this too. You know, I come in here, man, and I talk to people, man. You know, I try not to sit here and brothers be talking about, you gotta act a fool, just to come and have a conversation with normal people, man. But I don't care for all that negativity, man. I can care less about all that stuff, bro. I understand that a lot of us we go through different things in life, and that's just what it is, man. And we deal with things differently, man. But when you out here in life, you can't be doing that. You can't be crashing out, man. Dudes be crashing out, bro. You know, and like I was saying yesterday, that brother, man, he took his life. He killed that woman. He took his life, man. I don't think no man, no real dude should ever take his life over some woman, man. That's crazy, man. Society has got so messed up nowadays, man. Dudes just be crashing out over nothing, bro. Even no, really no real purpose. Come on, man. I don't get that. I know that nappy dugout wasn't that damn good, because it's all the same to me. Yeah, man, brothers be man. That's crazy, man. How brothers? It's crazy, man. It's like, man, how the father. It's like when you raise a man or a boy and he has no father in the house. That's a problem. Slime ball, what are you talking about, bro? Go watch the video. What video? Damn, have a message for me? And what's the message? What's the? I know Bam, bro. I know who Bam is. I know exactly who he is, bro. So what? I don't need. If he didn't tag me, I'm not gonna go watch no message. But he got a message for me, bro. If he has a message for me, I'm sure he know how to get in contact with me. Okay, well, that's me and Petey Black business. That don't have nothing to do with Bam. It wasn't no slander. That was the truth. See, one thing I'm not gonna do is, brother, I'm not gonna speak on things I have no knowledge about, bro. I ain't gonna speak on nothing I don't have no knowledge about, bro. Whatever me and Petey Black got going on, man, he know, and I know, and all the brothers out that section know what time it is, bro. With me and him. So when you have outsiders speaking on certain things, come on, man. You guys just speaking on things because you guys don't have no knowledge about it. And then sometimes brothers be saying it's just content. Nah, man, we ain't selling. We ain't talking nothing out, man. We ain't selling until my little brother get free. That's when I'm gonna sell it out. The way they backdoor my family, my little brother, ain't nah, bro. Ain't no settling. I'm not settling nothing until everything is made right. And when everything is made right, then we can settle it. But other than that, nah, bro. Them dudes ain't gonna backdoor my little brother. Think I'm gonna sit here and just sit on my hands and be shackled to the politics of the gang culture. I don't care about that stuff, bro. I don't give a shit about that. I don't care about none of that. And that's the problem. Individuals from other sections, they feel they have a right to speak on something that don't even involve them because they don't even know the details on really what's going on. And that be the problem. I know brothers be searching for content and all this old type of stuff, which I do not care. I don't care about none of that. But when you dealing with real life facts and real life truth, that an innocent man inside the penitentiary behind some certain things, and then you have they homeboys don't want to sit there and help them get out the penitentiary. That I have a problem with that. And anybody that has a brother or a family member or a homeboy that have been done wrong like that has a problem with that. You ain't no genuine individual, man. So I don't care about PD Wack reputation. I don't care about none of that shit because I know PD Wack the man. I know Rodney Glaze. See, you guys forget, brother. I'm from that era. I'm from over there. I used to be from over there. And I was in the field. I'm not talking about on the sideline, bro. I was in the field with these brothers. So I have a right to speak on what I need to speak on because I don't care what nobody say. You can't take away from my history from over there. Period. At all. So if he don't want to help my little brother, hey, I'm gonna say what I need to say. I'm gonna speak on facts. And that's it, that's all, bro. I know, I know dudes like they be thinking that everybody should yeah, rest in peace to that brother. Anytime you want to come out there, bro, you can come out there. We don't, bro. It's like I don't know why brothers don't be knowing that where we be at, bro. We be out there, brothers, working out. We be doing our things. Um, brother, just come out there and just work out, man. I don't see what nothing wrong with that, bro. I'll find you on Instagram, brother, and I'll let you know. Salam, brother. Salam alaikum. See, you know what, bro? It's like a slime ball. You know what it is, bro? A lot of dudes be on this internet and they be like pessimists. They be so negative. And dudes be want dudes dudes be want all type of drama. Me personally, I don't look for drama, bro. Because I'm not trying to trick myself off the streets, bro. I have all them apps on my phone already, Aki. I'm not trying to trick myself off the street. I don't betray to be just quote unquote tough ass dude like everybody else, on the internet or nothing like that. I just know how to handle myself. I'm not gonna sit here and I'm not gonna tell you I want to fade. I'm not gonna tell you that pull up or I'm beyond that, bro. You know, only dudes that's trying to basically make a name for themselves would do something like that. I'm not finna do nothing like that, bro. I'm not blowing nobody head off. I ain't doing none of that. Unless my life is in danger, yeah. But other than that, bro, I live my life and I keep it pushing, man. And I fight for my little brother, man. And everything is going pretty well right now. So, alhamdulillah for that. Hey, man, it be a bunch of girls out here, bro. I'm talking about man. There's so many women out here, bro. Don't have no men. It's unbelievable, bro. I can't. I don't understand that, man. These girls literally don't be having no dudes, man. That's crazy. You know. I mean, they be and they be nice. They be baddies. Two Asian chicks behind me right there. They bad as all outdoors, bro. See, where I stay at, man, is real diverse. You have blacks, Asians, whites, Hispanics, whatever. You got a mixture over here. It nice neighborhood. People are very respectful. The sheriff station is right. Be honest with you, the sheriff station right down the street. It's pretty nice out here, bro. It's really nice out here. Hey, you know what? Ice is not playing, man. I seen Ice today, bro, over there in Beverly Hills. I was finishing up I was like doing some finished work on a project, and I seen him in Beverly Hills, man. Them people are not playing no games. They ain't turning down nothing. I mean, nothing. And the cold part about it is, I don't know why, if you know they out here like this, out like that, why, and you know you're not legal, why the hell you coming outside? I don't get that. And then the 9 times out of 10, the average Paisa, he got a beer belly. They don't work out. They can't run, man. I seen one running today, man. And I just feel so bad for him, man. He was running like in slow motion, man. He was just like running. Man, they got on him so fast, man. That alcohol and them beers, bro. You know, bro, a lot of people need to cut down on that, man, because that what that does is it put weights on you and it make you sluggish. And basically, you're not gonna be athletic the way you're supposed to be athletic. You know, especially you out here, doing the things you're supposed to be doing. Let me show y'all what I'm at, man, so y'all can see what time it is. See this right here? We ride our bikes from here all the way on that other side, and then we'll end up on this side over here. And that side over there, you can go to not Mother's Beach, but Dock Waller. Dock Waller's over there, and then from Dock Waller, you can go to Manhattan, Hermosa, and Redondo. That's the bike path that we take. And we ride. Sometimes we'll ride the jet skis right here. You see right here, this right here. We'd be on the jet skis right here, or we'd be on the boat. One day we're gonna go live. I ain't gonna go live on the jet skis, but we're gonna go live probably on on the boat. My man right here, he fishing. I'm telling you, bro, it'd be nice out here, man. Nah, he had a function tonight, man. He wanted me to go with him. I was like, nah, bro. It was a black tie function. I should have went, but I didn't feel like dealing with them people today. I had to work today. He had a function right now. He not with me. Yeah, he not with me today, bro. I didn't see him today. Joe Biden Jr. Joe Biden Jr. Oh, Joe Biden Jr. 600 looked good today, man. He sent me a picture with a suit on, you know, looking all spiffy. He got another fight coming up, though. He ain't gonna lose this one, guaranteed. I'm gonna go with him on this one. I'm gonna fly out there with him. We're gonna make sure, we purchase like our own water and all that type of stuff, man. Cause you don't never know, man. Cimarron, you was a cold brother, man. Hey, Cimarron, you hate 600, huh, bro? You don't like my buddy, huh? You said he wasn't from the front. Oh man. Okay, all right. Simmer on. Okay, let's get to it a little bit, bro. You're probably about you've been home since 2005. Never seen it. Okay, he probably wasn't hanging in the front since 2005. What year did you go to jail? That's the thing is, what year did you go to jail? So you 56. So yeah, you don't know him. You can't know him. You can't know him, bro, because when I left, he was probably like 7, 8, 9 years old. So you of course you don't know him, bro. 88, 91, 90. Yeah, bro, you don't know that brother, man. Come on, man. Of course you don't know him, man. And then in 2005, bro, he wasn't over there like that. I think he was in school at that particular time, like in college or something like that. Then he came back in like 2009 or something like that. And then he was hanging out. Remember him and Big U was hanging out together like in that time, in that period of time. So of course you don't know that brother, man. Come on, cause I didn't know him, but I did my homework on him. You see, and you should out of anybody and everybody, bro. You should know everybody don't know everybody from that section because that section is too large and too big, bro. So you can't say that the man ain't from the front, man, because the man is from the front. Cause I asked the fronts, ask did you ask Drake? I mean, Ray Cat and all them brothers? Which boxer loc? What boxer loc you coming from? Where you from? You said 75th and 75th and Crenshaw. He was over there. I know he stayed on 10th Avenue on that side for a minute when he was younger. Which boxer? Hey, young. Which boxer loc you talking about? Are you talking about um the SA boxer? So Cimarron, you just raise up off the brother, man. Oh, boxing from A Trade? Nah, Yeah, I know East Coast. Yeah, I know that boxer. Talking about 8'9" boxer, huh? From East Coast. I know him very, very well. I think. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I know boxers from A Trade, bro. You know, I know a lot of them brothers over there, man. I remember I ran to Lil Spike one day driving home, and Lil Spike was he was on Western and Florence at the phone booth, straight slipping. He was slipping that night, man. And that was crazy. He was slipping. I drove around the corner. I grabbed my 4.5 and I walked up on him and I tapped him on the shoulder. I said, "Hey, bro." He looked at me. I said, "You slipping, man?" And he said, "All right, homie. Thanks, Ed." And I got back in my car and I left. You see, man, it's like, man, certain dudes from certain sections, even if they're enemies, when you get to know dudes, man, you give dude passes, bro. You know, because you generally start liking individuals because who they are, not because where they're from. It's because who they are as a man. You know, because I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. When I was in that 4800 with them brothers, man, and I was outnumbered on that road 4800 road by myself, that able road. Them brothers had me. They gave me a pass, bro, for sure. And you can't do nothing but respect that, you know. because it's easy for a crowd of individuals, man, to rack pack you or trip out on you, man, when you by yourself, you know. But when you do that, sometimes the table will turn. When you say, for instance, you be like with some of your crew or your partners or your homies or whoever it may be, and it'd be a whole bunch of you guys. It'd be a whole bunch of you individuals over there, and then y'all run into one of y'all enemies, and then y'all rack pack him, and then later on down the line, you gonna be by yourself, and they gonna return the favor, you know. So when you don't do stuff like that, man, dudes return that particular type of favor to you. I don't know where Bam go. Where Bam at? Bam still up in here? Yeah, that metal one's the best, bro. Yeah, if you know how to work that stick, bro, I'm telling you, bro, man. I'm talking about literally, man. You have to basically, a lot of people they don't train with it. I train with mines, bro. I train with it like it's like I'm very good at it when it's short like this. If I don't have to pull it all the way out or make it come all the way out, and just right here, just like this, I can do a lot of damage just like this. But I'm talking about just straight like this, just like this. I'm talking about I can hurt you really bad with this, just like this. Yeah, I know who you is, Simran. I know exactly who you is, bro. I know who you are. I know who you are, bro. I figured it out. Yeah, you can, but it's like we practice like how to take knives and all that stuff. No, brother, I ain't called no one, bro. I have a memory. I know what went on back then, so I figured it out myself. I figured it out myself, bro. When the names you dropping, it's certain names that you used to hang around with and be with. So I figured out who you was. See, we learn how to take knives. Say for instance, I have a knife and somebody coming at you with this knife, right? In my era, it's because you using a camera, it turns it backwards. Okay. Um, when you like say for instance, when a person coming you with a knife, if you know what you're doing, he got one swing, and then you can just sit here and you can break his wrist, or you can break all this right here. You can sit there and you can break. I'm talking about. You don't even have to use this. I'm just talking about just for. I'm talking about with just your hands, like hands to cuff. But if I have this with me and he got a knife, I'm gonna destroy him. I'm gonna break all that up right there. Who influenced my cripping? Oh man, it's a lot of brothers, man. It was a lot of brothers over there solid, man. Jay Stone, T Bone, um, Lil Monk, especially Lil Monk. It was just a lot of brothers, man. Um, that we was like, that we was, and a lot of brothers don't know, man. The first brother I met over there was Spooky. Spooky, I wasn't even banging then. I was in juvenile hall, and Spooky and them got into a situation with some dudes, and they was outnumbered, and they was trying to rush Spooky, and I jumped in. Didn't know Spooky from nothing. I just didn't like bullies. I always hated bullies. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, man. See, dudes don't never trip on you. That's a good thing. So you train with Sleep, yep. Marv, yep. I know Marv. Slim. Hey, bro, Slim was a motherfucker in them arts, man. I'm talking about Slim, bro. I watched Slim, bro, on 10th Avenue, man. He got mad at me and F-Bone one night because we was trying to help him. Slim was fighting this dude, and this dude had a big old knife. Man, Slim took that knife away from that dude so fast. I don't know what the hell Slim did. He took that knife away from that dude so fast, man. Slim was a beast in the march, man. Hatcher. Bro, I know who you are, bro. I know exactly who you are, man. Speedy too. Yeah, I know. I mean, I know Speedy. I know them brothers. And you going way back, man. Keita Mac. Yeah, I know Keita. I know you was with Keita Mac, bro. I know who you are, brother. Speedy, your brother. Yeah, okay. Yeah, yeah. I know Speedy, man. That's your brother. How you doing, man? Did Speedy get killed? Oh, no, he's still alive. Hey, Cimarron. All right, he's alive, man. Tell the brother I said I send my salam to them, brother. Tell the brother I said what's up, man. Hey, Cimarron. Hey, I haven't even scratched the surface yet, huh? I know who Baby Squeak is, bro. I know Big Squeak, Little Squeak, and Baby Squeak, bro. Come on, Cimarron, you should know better than that, bro. You know that history over there too, then. You know that history very well, then, huh? Yeah, you know the history there. Yeah, I know exactly who you are, bro. Good to see you out, man. See you all right, man. I heard that you went out of town for a minute, but I hear you back on this side of town. Yeah, I know where you was at, bro. Hey, you know what? You know what gave you away? You know what made me catch on? You kept saying that at you took pictures at Killer Jean funeral, and then I was like, oh, okay, I know who that was. I know exactly who that is. Yeah, I know how much time you did, bro. We know. I know, man. I know you was in OKC, man, acting a damn fool. You know, Keita straight died on him, brother, huh? Man, he had cancer, huh? What year did he die? He went to the feds and came home and died, huh? Okay, remember that time. Oh, he had a stroke. Remember that time you guys was standing in front of Spooky House and I pulled up. Eh, Do you remember that day? I'm trying to figure out. Do you remember that day? come across. Yeah, I seen Papa T, bro. They was at Mother's Beach over here at my house, by my house, and they was having like a little function. Yeah, the Explorer. Yeah, did you remember that day? You got to remember that day, bro. Papa T, Big Bully, and families. Hold on, y'all was more focused on gangster on y'all era. Yeah, yeah, brother. Yeah, I seen Papa T too, man. Yeah, I know you remember that day, bro. And y'all was asking me, well, I ain't gonna say what y'all was asking me, but I remember that was like yesterday, man. Man, it's like I get a lot of DMs about that, bro. And I just, yeah. Oh, you need a fade? I don't. Hey, bro, I'm not gonna fight you. I don't need no fade, bro. I'm not gonna fight you, bro. I'm sorry. Yeah. So if you need a fade, go get a fade from somebody else, James. You can't get no fade over here, bro. I'm sorry. Shit. You go on one of them other pages, you get a fade all day long. They'll sit there and they'll argue. They'll sit there and argue with you all day long. Talking about pull up. Where you want to meet me at? No, bro, James. I, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I don't even play fair. I ain't even gonna play with you, man. That's crazy. I'm trying to get on the plane and go over to the over there to over there to the over there overseas right now, bro. You know, look at Cimarron. He said that all. Yeah, bro. We don't play fair, bro. Come on, man. Y'all got a baby Eddie boy and a tiny Eddie boy, or is just you? Yeah, baby Eddie got killed, bro. By a dude named Domer. I know you just joking, bro. And it's a tiny Eddie boy, but he don't know. He don't know what he want to be, tiny Eddie, or he want to be, and he's still active. He's still over there on some bullshit. I be trying to get him to come to work with me. He called me today, and I was like, bro, I'll give you a job, man, but he just in that. Um, he act like he don't. He act like he act like he act like he don't want to do nothing else, man. I was like, bro, he just got out of jail 2 days ago, and I was like, bro, just here with us, man. I'll give you a job and everything. You know what? He got killed like 2 days after I got out, bro. I'm talking about literally he got killed 2 days after I didn't even see him, man. And I was kind of, that almost pulled me back over there, bro. That right there, um, is because I call that a back door. Anytime one of the brothers get killed from the section, it's a back door, because it's one of our own that do that, because it comes a back door, and that right there can cause all type of friction and things of that nature, man. Because we have a lot of back doors in our section, and you should have a Cimarron. You got his number. You should have his number. Yeah, if he got KO, he lost a fight, bro. He lost a fight, bro. He'll win the next one. You know, yeah, baby Eddie, man, I almost got back in the field on that one right there, bro. But I had to maintain my discipline because I had just came home, man. I was like, man, and then I was getting at his brother, man, and I was like, man, you need to handle that, bro. And but I learned that certain dudes ain't just built like that, man. Salute, brother. SRGN. Yeah, that's my boy, man. His name is Leonard Campbell. Baby Eddie. He was my cellie in the penitentiary for a while. We was in Lancaster, and he had short time. And I used to always tell him, Baby Eddie was a little hard headed little boy. It was hard to keep him off 10th Avenue. His mother used to come over there and get him like every day. Um, and he was young too, man. He just wouldn't stay off the block. So he got to the point, man. He was always over my house like all day, every day. And then his mother just came over there and found me one day. Was like, man, make sure don't nothing happen to my baby, cause he ain't coming home. So he just was hanging out with us every day over there. Uh, y'all know how that go, man. We be young, naive, stupid. Getting to that money over there. Uh, yeah, Baby Eddie was a good dude, man. A lot of people don't know, man. Baby Eddie fought that dude Domer behind Nip. Them dudes were trying to do something to Nip, and Baby Eddie took that fade for him. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Yeah, I know he was on Brian Hurst I know he was on Brian Hurst every day because when I came home, they told me where he was at. Cause they told me where he was at. Where he was at, and I was like, man, okay, I'll pull up over there when I get a chance. But I never got a chance to pull up on him. I never got a chance to talk to him. I got a chance to talk to his brother the night he got killed, but I never got a chance to talk to him. Yeah, I know, man. That's crazy, man. It's like, man, that's crazy, bro. Really, I didn't know that. Right? Don't nobody like see that bully stuff, bro. We never liked that shit. I'm talking about, it's like me per se, and I think he got that from me a little bit because I would always tell him, man, we don't be bullying dudes just because homies is not, to the point where they're strong enough to, handle certain situations. That don't mean you mess over them, man. I couldn't stand that shit, man. Serious, man. To this day, I can't stand that. I don't stand. I always take up for dudes, man, regardless if they're not strong enough. Even in my workforce, you know. Yeah, I know, Eddie. I know he was. Uh, I know. It's like even on my workforce, man. I be having some of my guys they become telling on each other. I be like, man, I don't want to hear that, man. If he don't know how to do it, man, teach him how to do it, man. You know. See, dudes be so quick, man, to throw each other up under the bus, man. It's unbelievable, man. I'll be like, man, just teach the brother how to do it, man. He just like you, because I'm not gonna fire him. He has a family. He need his livelihood and all that type of stuff. So come on, man. You guys, you got to teach him because I didn't get where I was at without being taught. Yeah, baby, they told me Baby Eddie was out there with them youngsters like that every day. But Baby Eddie, that's all he knew though, bro. Be honest with you, that's all he knew, man. To get out, go back to the turf, start hustling. That's all he knew, bro. Sometimes, man, you got a lot of brothers, man. That's all they know, man. They don't know nothing else. Say, Cimarron, have you seen Ace Rat? Hey, man, it's a bunch of girls out here tonight, y'all. I mean, it's a gang of them. Did you seen Ace Rat? You're 38 now, huh? Hey, Mister, so what? You on some other stuff right now too, huh? You ain't in that section no more, huh? You on some grown man type stuff now, huh? How long did it take you to get on your grown man stuff, bro? Salam alaikum, brother. Joker, Shakur. Salam alaikum, brother. How you be, man? We were just talking about you today, man. Me and little bro, man. We were just talking about you, man. Everything looking cool, man. Everything is, it's all coming together, inshallah. I'm glad you over there doing well, man. Adisa said tap in, brother, inshallah, when you get a chance. I talked to him this morning. I think he's out there where you at. So inshallah, man, I'll be up there. Inshallah, I'm gonna be up there like a few weeks, man. And if you somewhere around, bro, we can tap in, man. We'll sit down, chop it up. Cause I think um I think it's time for the world to see, man, that the growth of like brothers from our side and your side it came to a whole different level and a whole different understanding. And that even though we used to be enemies long time ago, brother, but we all started become friends and brothers and stuff like that. Okay, alhamdulillah. You teaching up in there, huh? Yeah, I'll be up that way. I'll be up north, and I'm gonna go to San Francisco and stuff like that. I'm gonna try to inshallah, I'm gonna try to get my line to you, somehow, bro. I'll get it to you. I know how to get it to you, and yeah, bro. I think brothers need to see like brothers from my side and your side that how we just raised up to a whole different level, brother, and we're trying to lighten the kids, not the kids, but the youngsters on the difficulties and dangers ahead of them, and that we didn't have that, we didn't have that when we was growing up. All right, alhamdulillah. Okay, for sure. Glad to see you doing well. I seen your interviews, bro. I've been checking you out. I done seen all of them. You know, my son asked about you. My son be asking about who you are and the stuff like that. And then and I'll be, bro, I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. And like I'll be trying to tell dudes, from each side. You had joints from each side, bro. You know, and that's just what it was. You know, the gangsters wasn't no punks. The 60s wasn't no punks. And then we were just on some stupid shit. We was out there being kids. We wasn't fully developed, at that particular time until we got up inside that jungle and we start figuring that jungle out and we became grown ass men and we start understanding what life is really about, bro. But I respect your push, bro. I pay attention to it, man. Alhamdulillah. But that's what's supposed to happen, man. So we're gonna connect, bro. And that right there is gonna be powerful right there, bro. I'm telling you, bro. If you can see what I can see, the inside of that, that's gonna be powerful, bro. For real. If y'all don't know who Tommy Shakur is, that's Joker. He used to be from A Trade Gangster. That's who he is. That's who the brother is. The brother, he been through a lot, man. Mentally, spiritually, physically. You know what I'm saying? Especially on the mental part. I think he handled that better than I could handle that. Um, but Allah is Akbar, Allah is the greatest, you know. Um, and that's just what that is, bro. Yeah, the kids, man, the next generation, bro. I'm telling you, man, that next it's about the next generation, man, because like when we came up, bro, like I said, we didn't have like older guys telling us about that penitentiary like that. They was glorifying that. We're not glorifying the penitentiary. You know, my generation, because I'm from the third generation, so we're not. Nah, bro. Hey, Monster was a big name, but you had a lot of big names over there, man. You had Diamond, you had Sidewinder, brother. You had a lot of big name, man. You had a lot of dudes over there, bro. I'm telling you, man. Monster got his reputation. 'Cause Monster was like a big dude. He was a big swole dude in them halls and them YAs and stuff like that. Creating havoc. That's how Monster really got his name. Through that joint. Crazy D them and all them brothers is joints, man. You have brothers that's over there, man. He's one of the biggest name, man. You see, that's the problem. It takes a community to make a section dangerous and the reputation like it was. Not one person, bro. It takes a section, man. It takes a lot of people, bro. Not one person can sit there and say that he's bigger, the biggest name, or anything like that. Yeah, Gangster Brown, man. All them brothers, man. Mad Bone, all them brothers, man. So you got to pay attention, man. That it's a community. It's just not one person. It's you just man, them brothers was all with the business, bro. So it's like it's just not. It's just you just it just wasn't Monster, bro. Yeah, was Monster a joint? Oh, without a doubt. All them brothers was joint, man. I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. The majority of the first, second, and third generation brothers, man, was joints, man. Yep, exactly. Just like Shakur just said. Exactly. Brothers get through that stuff, man. No knife on. Yeah, man. Cause look, if y'all paying attention to the brother, what he's saying in the chat, he's telling y'all, brother, that it's hard to go to the penitentiary and come out unscathed. That's hard to do, bro. Even with that's not just dealing with the blacks, it's dealing with the Hispanics and the whites and stuff like that, man. Because if you in a riot, you might get hurt in a riot, man. If you some dudes don't like you up in there, they might politic on you. They might go to the program office, brother, type up some fake paperwork on you and try to get at you because they don't like you. It's just certain things, man, that inside that penitentiary, brother. You can go through certain things up in there, brother, and you can come up out of there, man. You can go through a whole lot of battles, bro. You know what I'm saying? And some brothers come up out of there unscathed, and the ones that come up out of there unscathed is very fortunate. It's very fortunate. I know some brothers, man, they ain't never had no altercations up in there. And they was joints. They minded their own business. Um, they basically respected everybody else. They just knew their lane. They knew their place. Ezekiel, how you doing, bro? Assalamu alaikum. As for me, I was in all type of stuff, bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah, the brother. Yeah. See what the brother saying? He said he had to stay strong mentally, physically, and spiritually. And that's some real stuff, bro. Because I'm gonna tell you like this, man. The biggest downfall for the majority of individuals, not just in the United States ghettos and in the penitentiary, is the mental part. Sometimes we'll lose our mental focus and our reasoning goes out the window and we start doing stupid stuff, bro. And once we start doing stupid stuff, we cause more harm than good, to our own self. We don't cause no harm to nobody else. We cause more harm to our own self. I done seen brothers up in there, man, finna go home like 2, 3 weeks, finna go home and get caught with a knife. Stupid. I see brothers, finna go home and go out there and go stab somebody. You stupid. You know, um, I see, I see brothers, man, up in there, man, just do a whole lot of stupid stuff, bro. They talk about. I don't know if Joker fight. I don't know if Joker had a fight with Let Loose. I don't know. I ain't never heard that. He in the chat asking. Yeah, yeah, maintain your discipline, man. And that was the biggest thing for us up in there, bro. You have to maintain your discipline, man. Um, and we used to always tell brothers that, man, maintain your discipline, man, because like, oh, and Central Jordan Hall, I never knew that. That's crazy. Yeah, I never knew that, Shakur. I never knew that, bro. That's crazy. I wish I could have seen that. Um, yeah, man, it's like even out here, man, you gotta maintain your discipline, man. Like, like I say, I see a lot of brothers, man, they crash out, man, over certain petty type little things. They trick themselves off the streets. Um, and what these people do is meaning that the law enforcement, they give us a blueprint on what they're gonna do to us now. You know, I'm not saying me because I ain't finna do no crime. I've been there and done that. I ain't finna do nothing. I'm just saying that they telling us what they're gonna do to you if you out there delving off in certain areas and certain things. Because like I said, bro, you have so many informants nowadays. It's like you can't do nothing. That's why I was telling the brothers yesterday that, dude, I guarantee you can't go on a block right now and make $10,000 because if you go on the block trying to make $10,000, somebody over there is gonna alert somebody else and tell somebody else, and then the informant's gonna find out, and then them people gonna get on your bumper, and the next thing you know, you're gonna be inside a jailhouse or inside somewhere. You know, so I encourage brothers to get their money on a slow, like on a slow tip. Get your money. I don't care what type of job it is, bro. If it's a slow grind, it's a slow grind. But one thing for sure and two things for certain, you're gonna stay free. You're gonna be out here free. You're gonna be able to deal with whoever you need to deal with, go wherever you need to go, jump on a plane, see your family, see your grandkids or kids or whatever it is, bro. You're just living life. All right, brothers, man. It's been an hour, man. Pleasure with you, brothers. Assalamu alaikum. Shakur, I'm gonna get with you, brother. Um, what's up, sincere? Yeah, free air. Yeah, free air. Nigga, free air not only tastes great, brother. It breathes differently. When it goes into your body. Because you're not worried about certain things, man. Because I'm tell you like this, bro. Um, what you said? Who want one? Let's get down to the top. Y'all keep the district of district. What are you talking about, bro? What are you talk? What are you talking about? SRGN. What are you talking about, bro? That's vague right there. Okay, yeah, free the brother, man. That's cool. Ain't nobody. Don't nobody want to see that brother in jail. Do you think somebody want to see that brother in jail, bro? See, bro, when you deal with me, when you talk to me, bro, I talk in logic. I don't talk in, a whole bunch of rhetoric. I don't come off as an individual brother that has a particular type of hate toward another dude just because I don't get along with no other individuals, bro. You know what I'm saying? Bro, you don't think I can talk to that brother? I can talk to that brother. If he called me right today, he will call me and I would talk to him. But I'll go to the courthouse, he would acknowledge me and talk to me, bro. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people don't know the history about behind certain relationships. So that be the problem, man. Brothers be putting their two cents in something where they don't have no knowledge about something. So it's like I'm a grown man, he a grown man. I can talk to that brother anytime I want. Why do you think he told me he was hot, bro? He reached out to me and told me he was hot. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't tell a lot of his own comrades that he was hot, bro. And I ain't functioned over there, brother, in 30 something years, bro. But he reached out to me and he talked to me about that stuff, bro. So a lot of things I don't speak on because I feel it's not a lot of people's business, and everybody be thinking they know the bidding. They think they be speculating just because if I work out with 600 and stuff like that, and dudes be sitting there. What's up, Otto? How you doing, brother? Um, Dudes be thinking that I have a deep hatred toward a certain thing, bro. I don't hate nothing. I don't hate nothing, Aki. I wish everybody well. I wish everybody the best. And whatever it is, whatever they got to kind of come across, bro. I don't hate nobody, bro. I know what time it is, bro. I've been through the trenches. I've been through the penitentiary. I've been through all them struggles, bro. I don't wish that on nobody, man. Now, certain things, man, that I feel that shouldn't have happened. Yeah, of course. And I'm gonna speak about that. You know. No, 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 no. Ain't nobody taking me there though, bro. I'm just saying though, bro. It's like brothers don't know, and brothers speak on things that they have no knowledge about. And what dudes need to understand is, brother, it need to be some clarity to something, man. That brothers don't want to see nobody inside a slave ship, right? But we got to take some accountability for what the accountability is, right? If I go out there and I do something stupid, man, that means I done something stupid. So I can't blame nobody else for me doing something stupid, right? So this is what I try to tell other people's, man, that you trick yourself off the street, bro. You know, because you have no discipline, or you think you're slicker than the next individual. But when you being a predator and prey to your own community, or you being a predator or prey to weak individuals, then weak individuals gonna turn on you. So when they turn on you, you will get mad, and then you'll sit there and then you'll look around and you'll blame everybody else for what you have done, and you can't do that, you know. So that's what a lot of brothers you don't hear me talk about that stuff too much, bro. When somebody asks me about it, ask my opinion about certain things, I give my opinion, bro. And I didn't read the brother paperwork, man, like 10 times. I done went in there try to find an exit route for the brother. I'm like, man, I read it, 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 and I read it. I be like, man, damn. But I don't see no exit strategy out of there. Okay, I don't see dealing with distortion. They got the money. They got them on camera and all that type of stuff. I see that. That's a problem. Dealing with the PPP loan, that's a problem. Um, Dealing with the robbery, that's a problem because you have this dude, loose cannon. He's telling. That's a problem. So it's like, and the only thing that I'm gonna tell you, bro, and I always tell people that the only thing that I had a problem with is a body attached to that. And so when you have a body attached to that, as a brother saying that he's Muslim, no Muslim on this planet Earth, brother, should have a body attached to them, just even on speculation, because Allah tells us about the sanctuary and the scariness of life, bro. So that right there is the only thing that bothered me. I understand him if he was doing whatever he was doing out there trying to get to the bag. I understand that part. But the body part, I don't understand. If he did it, only Allah knows, the law who Adam. I don't know. We don't know, bro. You know, it's up to it's up to certain individuals to determine that. I'm not gonna sit there and bash that brother, man, just because he going through what he going through, bro. I'm not a kid. What's up, LA shot caller? How you doing, brother? Salam alaikum. A lot of you brothers, man, you guys are like probably 30. Not a lot of you, but just the majority of the audience on this YouTube space. You guys never, y'all wasn't in our era. And a lot of times, brothers don't know me, brothers don't know Big U, brothers don't know like Joker, Crazy D, Monster, all these names that was coming up through, these trenches like Hooron, Big Sam from Hoover. It's a lot of big names that brothers don't be knowing. Like even Gangster from Compton, Melly Mel. Brothers don't be knowing these brothers, right? And the only thing brothers can basically uh, come up with is like third and fourth hand information when brothers be talking about certain individuals. And brothers don't never know, really know them brothers, man, what I'm saying, per se. So when you get third and fourth hand information, you get the wrong information about an individual. You know what I'm saying? So that be the problem, man, because brothers be in their feelings because certain things happen or certain things is being transpired and things of that nature. So you guys really don't know, man, and so you guys really don't know what's really going on, man, until you guys really meet one of these individuals, y'all, yourself, you know. So that be the problem, bro. If you start meeting certain individuals, bro, and you have this perception of another individual, and you sit down and you start talking to them, it'll blow you away because everything that you probably in the perception that you have about this individual, and once this individual get to talk, finish talking to you, you'll say, "Man, I thought he was this. I thought he was that." Because 9 times out of 10, you're gonna get information from a hater. You know, you're gonna get information. You're not gonna get the accurate information. See, when you're dealing with me or you dealing with brothers from our era, bro, a lot of us, man, a lot of us gonna tell you the truth, on what happened. Because we don't have no pride in that. We don't have no shame in that. Even in our inconsistency and even in our own faultiness. We don't have no problem with telling you the truth, bro. You know? Yeah, we used to do this. Yeah, we used to do that. Yeah, we used to do this stupid shit. Et cetera, et cetera. But that's not the man I am right now today. I'm the person I am today. I'm this. So that be the issue and that be the problem, man. You guys have a perception of a person and y'all really don't know who that person is, bro. Hey, bro, my comrades are the Muslims, and I have friends. The ex brothers from my old section, man. I talked to some of them brothers and brothers. They still some of my friends. Some of the gangsters are my friends. Some of the Hoovers are my friends. Compton's, Watts. I don't care where you from. Brothers be a brother friend, man, because brothers, he build relationship with different individuals, man, like that, bro. You know, I don't discriminate against the Bloods or even the South Side, bro. You my friend, bro. You my friend, bro. You know, you're after your pops. Who is your pops? Yeah, my phone dying. Who's after your pops, bro? Who are you? Yeah, me and Big Feet was close, bro. I don't know what is who is MEH? Who was that? Meth? Do I know your pops? You gotta have more. You gotta be more clear on that, bro. Oh, you after your pops. So I take it as I don't want to be wrong because I don't like speaking on things but I have no knowledge about, bro. So I take it as you the firstborn. I need more clarity on that, Aki. Who went first? Let's get down at the top. Y'all keep the district of disrespect. Ace. Yeah, I think I know who this is. Bro. You know what, brother? Salam alaikum, brother. Salam alaikum, brother. If I believe this, who this is, brother. Salam alaikum, Aki. Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen. Inshallah, man, I can tap in one day, inshallah. You know, on some sincere type stuff. It's a lot of history, man, that a lot of brothers don't understand, a lot of brothers don't know, and I don't think a lot of brothers is privy to. And what I do is, man, my own son, I provide my son with my history, my ex comrades' histories, with on things of that nature. I try to get him to understand because my son, he's a square as Delaware. So I try to get him to understand that certain things that we do and we travel out through the land that we don't supposed to do. And by me being a Muslim, I try not to get emotionally attached behind my feelings, even though um, I may not like it, and it can be the truth, and I might not like the truth, but I don't have no choice but to accept it. So you brothers have a good night, and on that note, brothers, Assalamu alaikum.